So you didn't have to watch me fumble around. I've opened up a new Illustrator document. The artboard's 1,000 pixels square. If I click on the artboard tool, you can see that. And I've moved the registration point into the upper left-hand corner. That's not a big deal. Just so my X and Y, there's zeros up here. Consider it the OCD in me. I've made 3 layers, named them Art, Mask, and Pattern. You can see that I'm on the Art layer. So now I'm just going to get the Ellipse tool right here. Just hold down. You probably have the Rectangle tool or whatever one of these you used last. So I'm going to select the Ellipse tool. I've got no fill and a stroke. And I bumped the stroke up to 30 pixels. Why would I do that? So I'm going to just hold down. Oh yeah, one more thing. Under View, I have snapped a pixel on. And the reason for that is so that when I draw out a circle, you can see that we have whole pixels. We don't have 0.1756 because Illustrator is really precise, and I want these numbers to be simple. So for right now, we've got 1, and I'm going to Option drag out 2 more copies. And then change, holding down Option and Shift, change the size of these. So the stroke changes and, gets a little thicker, but proportionally they're all the same. Now I want to make a repeating pattern out of this. And let's do this by taking 1 off the edge. We could keep everything within the bounds here. And then when we make a pattern, there would be a definite place where these did not overlap. It didn't look like a seamless pattern. It looked like the tile was just repeating again and again. But a seamless pattern uses this trick, and I'm going to go over both of these here and just pull this guy up. That's kind of uninteresting. I'm going to make this smaller. There we go. And we'll leave that guy, say, right about here. We can always move these later. And how far this goes over really doesn't matter. But you have to have, it matters because this part of it is going to come right here. So we can always move this after the fact. We'll figure out where that's going to sit best. But this guy is also, the bottom here is going to go here. So maybe this has to go down. There's just a little bit of thinking. But enough thinking. Let's go ahead and move this one, move a copy of it over here, but we want to move it precisely. So I'm going to, with it selected, I'm going to copy it, Command C, and then Command F to paste in front. See, Command F, paste in front. So now, see, there's an extra copy. I'm going to Command Z to put that back. Don't ever try to move it manually. Okay? And then I want to move this 1,000 pixels over. Do you know you can use adding and subtracting here? I could just put a 1 in front of, wait a minute, that's the size. Where's the X and Y? I'm going to have to go to the transform because I don't see my X and Y here. Here's X, so it's at 60 right now. I want to add 1,000 pixels to that. So you literally just do a little plus sign, that's times, plus sign, and then 1,000. Hit Tab, and it moves 1,000 pixels over. And you can see we've got this overlap here. So maybe this needs to go down more, unless we do want those to overlap. And this is what you don't want. You don't want this extra complication of, hey, it's going off 2 sides and this edge. What do I have to do about that? Let's keep it simple for now. There is a solution to that, but for right now, we'll just keep this simple. This guy's got to move up, and this is the confusing part. I'm going to hit Command C, Command F to make a copy of that. See? Copy, Command C to undo. And then, which way does the Y go? Do I move this minus 1,000? Let's see what happens. If it disappears completely, it's a plus. So, because our artboard's 1,000 pixels, we want this to be 1,000 pixels displaced. When I hit Tab, it moved to the right area. But because it comes off this side as well as the bottom, it needs to move over here. And I can already see we're going to have overlap here. So when we select this guy, and we're going to have to copy and paste in front again, and then we can move this 1,000 pixels on the X. So in the transform again, and if you don't see transform, Window, transform, you can get to it there. I'm going to move this on the X minus 1000. We don't have overlap. So that's terrific. So now we have what can be a repeating pattern. Right now they're all black. We can change the colors later. Don't worry about picking colors at first. Okay, so let's come back because I want to show you my strategy, how it differs from Jason and what I do next. Okay, be right back.